Hi there. We're going to do a breath practice today. It's a back breath. I had guided you through one of these a week or two ago, and in that back breath practice, I had you lying on your stomach and using some sort of cushion on some part of the front of the body so that we were using the pressure of lying on the stomach to block the air from getting into the front of the body so that it had no choice but to go into the back of the body. Today's practice is going to be a little bit different. Our intention is the same, but we're going to get there differently. So for today, you're going to be seated. You could actually lie down. You could lie down on your back if you prefer, or if you're going to be seated, lean yourself up against a wall or a high chair. Or it's actually nice to do with a partner, so you can go back to back with someone so that not only do you feel the contact of your spines against each other, but you'll be able to feel each other's breath, and it's interesting to see how often those sync up with each other. So where previously we sort of forced the breath to get into the back body, today we're going to use our proprioceptive awareness of the back of the body to guide the breath there. So you're going to close the eyes, and in whatever position you've chosen to be in, just bring your attention to the back of the body. And at first, just notice all your spinal curves. So without placing a hand there, just with your attention, notice how at the head and neck, there's one part that's firmly in contact with the surface and another part that's kind of arced away. So first notice those differences, and then in the part that's arced, can you just feel how much of an arc there is? Without touching it, are you able to just notice how far away that arch is from the surface you're against? And then travel down the upper back around the area of the shoulder blades and notice how that's in contact with your chair, your wall, or your partner. And if you travel a little lower down through the spine, once you get to the lower back, the waist area, you've got another one of those curves where the spine is not touching the surface you're against. So here again, take a moment to notice, well, how far is that curve arcing away, or how close is it? See if you can sense it. And then as you come back, or if you come a little bit lower down to the sacrum and pelvis, now again we're in firm contact. And then bring your awareness to your breath, and on every inhale, you want to balloon the whole back of the body and see if you can feel an increase in contact of all those parts that are touching the surface that you're against. On every exhale, allow all of those areas at the back of the body to just soften and melt. So you're breathing in and out through the nose at your own rhythm, and through just your attention and through your directed focus, you're trying to bring all of your breath into the back of the body. It's easier for us to fill into the chest and belly. We're more aware of everything that's in front of us. And that's a fine thing to do as a breath practice, but for today's purposes, try to send all of your breath into the back of the lungs, the back of the rib cage, along your whole spine, and into your lower back. And as you become better at it and it becomes easier, see if you can continue to bring that breath even lower so that you're filling your whole pelvis with that breath. So on each inhale, you should feel an increase in contact, even in a bit of an increase in pressure of the parts of the body that are touching the surface you're against. And on every exhale, you want to feel everything in the back of the body just soften and let go. Stay with this for a few more breaths. If there are certain areas in the back of the body that are filling easily and others that are not, bring your attention to the areas that are not responding as much and see if you can get them to start to wake up. See if you can get them to start responding. See if you can use your attention and your intention to fill those areas. I love the sounds of the geese behind me. I hope that's giving you some extra inspiration for today's practice. Stay with this for 2 more breaths. And gently open the eyes and just slightly lean forward so that you're not against the surface that was behind you. And with the eyes open or closed, take 3 more breaths without trying to direct your breath, and just notice, how does it feel? After spending about 5 minutes sending all of our breath into the back of the body, how does your natural breath feel now? How is your natural breath expressing itself after having brought our focus into the back body? Notice that, appreciate it, and come back to this practice as often as you like.